on Facebook, and so I can share it out. All right, we are live. Okay, find this on the page. There we go.
Hey, okay, I see me. I'm about to share it.
Yay, you looking cute.
Thank you. You are too. I see you found your off the shoulder.
Well, listen, I did go to Target and I looked and I was like, I don't see nothing. I'm like, when I'm like rushed and I'm like stressing, like I can't shop. So I had this. I remember I had this in my closet. So I was like, okay, we'll wear this.
It's cute.
Well, I got me some hoops because I know I didn't have no hoops, and you and Danny really put me on the hoops. So
Danny put me onto the mini hoops. Like I've always definitely been a hoops girl. So she put me onto the mini ones. I was like, okay. And these not heavy.
Yes. All right. So, hey, everybody. I see folks are popping in the live. Hey, Sabrina, Monique, Nickel, Adrian, Shamika.
Hey,
thank y'all for joining. Welcome to day 4. Y'all, can you believe like this week has flown by so fast? And we've had so much fun this week with all of our speakers and everyone posting their challenge videos in the group and photos. I definitely want to encourage you all who are watching right now to go ahead and share this live out, especially if you have enjoyed everything that you've heard and have taken in this week with the challenge. My name is Latoya Dixon Smith, and I'm the owner of Greenville Boudoir and the host of the Be Your Own Thirst Trap Challenge. And this week we have done a series of exercises and heard from our wonderful speakers on different ways and different aspects that you can really channel that confident goddess energy so that you can be your own thirst trap. And I am very excited tonight to have our last and final co-host and guest, Miss Tori Bouldin of the Stylette. And once again, I'm not going to butcher her intro. She doesn't need me to hype her up and share her accolades. So I'm going to let her do that herself. So welcome, Tori.
Hi, everyone. Well, my name is Tori B. I am the owner of the Stylette, and the Stylette is a digital media platform celebrating personal style in modern millennial women. I am a wardrobe stylist. I've been styling, I would like to say probably 6 years, including like retail and everything, but I've owned my own business for 4 since 2016. This started out as Styled by Tori B, but now it is called the Stylette Experience, and that is like a extension of the platform for the Stylette. I just love the transformations of like a makeover and just like I grew up watching shows like What Not to Wear, How Do I Look, stuff like that. And I would always love watching that transformation of a woman being really insecure with herself. And, you know, she does not see her real beauty to a point where she just really loves when she looks in the mirror and she loves what she sees. I love that whole transformation. And that's why I wanted to be a stylist. And I just have a natural fashion sense as well. So I just figured, you know, why not put together the two? You know, I love helping people. I love style. So this is what I do. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for that intro. And y'all, what you may not know about Tori, she is our only co-host this week who's not in Greenville. So Tori is based where? You're based in Baltimore, right?
I'm based in Baltimore, Maryland. I forgot to say that, and y'all probably will hear this heavy ass accent all night. I know it sounds so different for y'all. It's like, and I wish I could really just like hear it from an outsider's view, but I understand. I hear it all the time.
No, I love it. And honestly, I had no idea until like I think I connected with like Danny, and then,
Mm-hmm.
you know, listening to her lives, and someone else mentioned it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I do hear it. And like for most people, especially because we're in the South, like people always, not for me, I don't know, I don't really have like a Southern drawl or a really thick Southern accent,
Mm-hmm.
but for most people, you always hear it, it's like a Southern thing. But ever since then, like even when I go on Clubhouse, I'm like, I bet she's from Baltimore. Let me go on her profile and see see where she's
People
from.
always say like people from Baltimore have like a Southern twang. And I don't know. I hear it sometimes from other people, but I just don't hear it in myself. I don't know.
Okay. No, I definitely love it. But I just wanted to
Thank
let y'all
you.
know that, because even though she's not local, she does offer services that are online and virtual. So if you would like to work with her, or if you know, like what she does, you can definitely connect with her and to
Definitely.
help you shop, because she's done that for me. She did an amazing job, and I cannot, you
Thank
know,
you.
thank you enough for that. I was like blown away. You know, I replied to your email and I was like, what in the world? Like this exceeded my expectations. But it was great. So
Thank you.
yeah. So again, like Tori and I connected through a mutual friend who I also have not met in person, Danny Sanchez. And Danny had a brand called the Bad
Bad
Bitch
bitch.
Energy,
Mm-hmm.
Bad Bitch Energy Co. And I
Yes.
remember Danny did the challenge, it was like, I forget what the challenge was
Aesthetics
called.
challenge.
Yeah, she did the aesthetics
Mm-hmm.
challenge. And that's when I
Yep.
really got to know more about you and what you did and the services you offer. But even just like looking at your brand, it is so beautiful. Like it is
Oh,
so
thank you.
pretty, and it just, you know, you definitely get the sense that you have a stylistic eye. So I don't know, tell me a little bit about that. Like how did you get into fashion and styling? I know you said that you've done work for several years now, but how did you really get
Mm-hmm.
into the space?
Okay. Oh, I guess I'll back up like all the way. I That wasn't always the plan. Growing up, I wanted to be a cardiologist, and I guess maybe because it was like the path that was put in my head that I should go through. But I've always loved like dressing up in my mom's clothes, just playing around even in my own closet. I would just come out in these crazy extra outfits, and my mom was like, you know, like, what are you doing? And you know, I would just do sketches all the time. I don't know, it just kind of just always consumed me. So I guess eventually it was bound to happen. But when I graduated high school, I went to Stevenson University for a year and I studied fashion design. And when I was there, I realized the design aspect was not for me. But you know, my first year of college, I kind of opened my eyes to different professions within the fashion industry. So I started to explore different things, and styling was the main thing that really caught me. Um, I started out working in retail when I was like 16, 17. I was working at Kohl's. That was my first retail job. It was a love-hate relationship with that job. And then the next one was H&M. You know, it was a little bit more high fashion, so I enjoyed that. And then my last retail job was working at Nordstrom, and that was like the dream job for me, and I really wanted to work at Nordstrom. So I started out working in women's shoes. And I would never stay in the shoe department like anybody I worked with. We just ended up going throughout the whole store, and I'm putting outfits together for them. So I'm just like, okay, this is what I like to do, and this is what I'm good at. Okay. So and then after I was in women's shoe sale, I became a personal stylist for Nordstrom. So then fast forward a little bit later, I was 19 when I got pregnant with my son. So a lot of things just kind of happened at one time and things came to a halt. So I had to think quickly on my feet of what can I do right now? As a new stay-at-home mom, I just entered my 20s. You know, it's just like a whole new world for me. So I had started my blog, which is now my digital media platform, and also eventually started my styling business. So that's basically the story of how we got here. So
I love it. And you know,
thank you.
a fellow mom to mom, like I totally get it. The challenges that you just have to figure things out and keep it
Yeah.
moving and keep
Keep
it
it
pushing.
pushing. Yes. That is my motto. Like for real. Just keep it. If you gotta cry it out, but just keep it pushing, like for real. But yes.
Yes. All right. Well, I love it. So, okay, where to begin? So, let y'all know, before this evening, we were texting in a group chat, and Tori was like, she's like, I'm excited for tonight. I already got my makeup done and I'm already dressed, and I'm still in the bed, like with my laptop, like, okay, girl. I literally just came down here 10 minutes ago, put on something real quick, threw on these hoops, threw on this dress. I still have my jeans on under this dress.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Zoom calls. You never know what's going on the waist down. Like never.
But tell me a little bit about what goes through your head? Like, what's your process in creating a look? Like, where should someone even begin when they're creating like a look?
It should be, well, for me personally, when I get up in the morning, I'm dressing based off of how I feel that day.
Mm,
Like today, I just felt I was excited about this live, so I just felt really, and it was sunshine too this morning too, and it's been like really rainy, really cloudy. So I put on a bright color this morning. It just put me in a good headspace. So and sometimes I will bum it out because I just don't feel like it. So it's really based upon what I like, my mood, um, what I have planned for the day. I always tell people when putting together an outfit, please think about your lifestyle. If you are like always on your feet all day, you don't need a bunch of heels in your closet. It's good to have like a few heels to bring out when it's time to hit the streets with the girls or whatever. But if you're not, if you don't need it all the time, there's no need to keep investing into that stuff all the time. So um, definitely just try different outfit combinations for different scenarios of your life and of your day. For example, work. Um, if you take your kids to soccer practice or whatever, think of outfits that'll be good for that transition from work to, carpooling and things like that. And if you have a little date night later on, then you could switch out some shoes, but that outfit still works for that date later on. It's just really about being functional and versatile and aesthetically pleasing as well. That's always important too. And make sure that the aesthetic is true to your aesthetic and your personal style. Don't get so caught up in trends. That's another tip.
mm.
Yes.
That's important and true. So how if someone doesn't know what their style is, 'cause I feel like until I did that challenge with y'all, I had no idea. I stayed in like t-shirts and jeans. Occasionally I have like dresses, like if before outside was closed, dresses that I would go out in, but I didn't really know my style. Like what would you recommend to someone who maybe they're still trying to figure out what their style is?
Experiment. Definitely experiment. Play with different colors and textures and silhouettes. And also definitely take note of those things. So, like, okay, I put on a wrap dress today or whatever. I know that looks good on me. So I'm going to write that down that I should add more wrap dresses to my closet. I know that I like monochrome jogger sets and I like to throw like a puffer coat over it. So I'm going to invest in different sets and different colors and colors that I like and I love. It's really all about experimentation, especially for the simple fact that as women, we evolve and grow so much. And sometimes our wardrobes are not catching up to the woman who we are right now. So sometimes our wardrobes are like stuck in the past, stuck from like high school or college days. It's not matching up to the woman who you are right now. So it's also very important to have seasonal closet maintenance, wardrobe maintenance, getting rid of things that no longer serve you. If you put it on and it doesn't make you feel as wonderful as it used to, just throw it out. It's time for something new. It's time to try something new, and don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to even ask for a second opinion as well. If you aren't sure, ask your best friend, ask a stylist, ask somebody that you will trust their opinion. Um, yeah.
Okay. That's good. I love the experimentation part of it. So those of you who are listening who are watching live, let me know. Do you have your signature style, or would you say you have a signature style? And if so, what is it? Because I think that like I said, until I had that conversation with other people about what styles were, how to describe them, because once I went down that rabbit hole and I started like going on Pinterest, I was like, oh, there's a name for that. Okay. Or at least like something that will help me see more similar types of looks and, pieces of how people were putting things together. I had no idea. So if you're watching live, like, let me know, how would you describe your current style? And if you don't know what your style is, tell us in the comments, like, what types of pieces are kind of like your go-tos. Classic. Okay, Marissa, I would love for you to expound upon that a little bit. Like, what does classic mean? Okay, so this is a really good
And
comment.
don't limit yourself as well, because a lot of people
Mm,
tend to limit yourself to like one or two things, like, oh, I'm bohemian, I like edgy, I'm a little bit glamorous. You can be multiple things at one time. You can have multiple aesthetics at one time. So definitely don't limit yourself.
perfect. So there's a comment here. Nicholas said sometimes the budget gets in the way. So talk to us about creating a wardrobe that is budget friendly.
Oh, I'm the queen of that. Okay. Because we penny punching over here. Okay. So listen. All right. So one of the things that I love to do when I'm going into the store, or even if I'm shopping online, I do like to look at the sale and the clearance items. One, it's not going to be, you can find treasures within those things. Like if you go to the front of the store and you're looking at the first things that you see, you're probably going to see like a few other women walking around in the same things. You just might find that random thing that was just destined to be in your closet in that clearance rack. So definitely take your time, look through the clearance rack. I love thrifting. Also upcycling your clothes, getting your clothes tailored. If there are things that are in your closet and it's just collecting dust and it's because of the fit or something like that, take it to a tailor, get it altered. Don't let it just sit up there. You can get those things fixed. If things need to be repaired, don't throw it out. Get it fixed. Take it to a tailor. Also, be mindful, like with the seasonal wardrobe maintenance. Don't keep buying things that you don't need. If you already have like 50 million jeans, you don't need to keep buying those things. If you have 50 million t-shirts, you don't need to keep buying those things. If you know that there are other things that you want to experiment with, go ahead and start investing into those new things. You don't need to keep filling up your closet with the same thing. So that will also definitely save you money. Avoiding impulse buys. Um, I created my styling membership for this reason as well, so that you are able to hit me up before you're like, say you're online shopping, you're looking at something, you're like, I don't know if I should buy this. You can definitely hit me up, ask me about the sizing, ask me, do you think this will fit in with my wardrobe that I have now? Would this be versatile and functional enough for it to fit in with my current wardrobe? Because you don't want to be buying things. Sometimes you will buy things. I've done it too. You will buy things, you open it up, you put it with the rest of it, and you're like, I don't have nothing to go with this. I don't have no shoes to go with this. I don't have no tops to go with this. Like, why did I buy this? And that is what I call an impulse buy, because you didn't really think it through, so now you're going to have to spend the extra money on things to go with that. So when you're shopping, before you purchase an item, I always suggest that you make sure that you have at least 2 to 3 items that will go with that particular piece before you purchase, to save you some money. I feel like I can go on and on, but that's all that's coming to my mind right now. So
Okay.
yeah.
I've seen a lot of comments of different styles. So Marissa described her classic look as like a good fitting jeans with a clean and crisp white tee and
Mm-hmm.
button ups, boho eclectic. I saw Bronx bougie hippie from Lynette, jeans and t-shirts. So okay, Abby, chic, elegant, modern, classy aesthetics. Neutrals are my best friend. I love neutrals, and I think that's something that I've just embraced. So like
Mm-hmm.
I think while I love color, I think I like to wear it in my hair and like with makeup and like different accessories
You like
versus
having
like
little pops of color.
yes,
Yeah.
versus like I
Being
love
fully
what you have
loud.
on,
Yeah,
but
but that's okay. That's
yeah.
really okay. And people need to understand that, like, you can love what somebody else has on or whatever, but it may not necessarily work for you. And that is okay. That is
Mhm.
really okay. And if you want to find an alternate, that's also okay as well. Because like say this color, you can go for a muted color like this. I want to call it, I'm trying to think of the name for it. I can't think of it. Kind of like a cocoa um mauve type situation. But I'm about to
Mhm.
get something and then I'll show you guys. But
Okay.
like something that's not as bright as, hold on, give me one second.
Sure. Okay. So as Tori goes to get us this piece and to show
Okay.
us this color. Oh, there she's back. I thought you were
So
like go ahead.
no, I just was getting up for 1 second. Like this is like a little bit more muted
Mm,
than this color. So
right.
we're not as loud, but we're still in that color family. So,
Mhm.
um, it's always good to also create your own color palette as well. Um, that will keep a nice aesthetic for your wardrobe. It will keep you from spending unnecessary money on clothes, on things that will not go with the rest of your wardrobe. So it's really like simple things like that I try to tell my clients, stick with the color palette, stick with certain prints and patterns that you like. Like for me, I love polka dots. I love leopard print, and I have a thing with plaid now. I have a lot of plaid now. I just realized that, like looking at my closet this week, I was like, wow, I really have a lot of plaid. But apparently, that's my new thing now. So
Okay.
it's just certain aspects of your wardrobe that you should take note of and stick with at least for this season in your life until you're ready to go ahead and evolve and elevate to the next level or try something new. Then keep it consistent.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that. Because I think I definitely would feel more comfortable with that more muted orange or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
however we're calling that color. Okay. So
It's
another
like a burnt
question.
orange.
Yes, burnt orange. That's a good way to put
There we
it.
go. I don't know why I wasn't coming to mind.
Another question that I have that also comes up with, especially with our boudoir clients, is dressing for your body type or sizes. And I know someone in the comments mentioned like they they choose their wardrobe based on what's available in their size. So what would you recommend to women who, they don't fit like the standard size, whether it's proportions, whether it's the size offerings that they have available, or anything in that realm where they're just not average and there's not an abundance of pieces in their size.
Let me tell you. Okay. So I feel like a lot of women limit themselves in their wardrobe, in their style because of this. And that's like a roadblock for them. Um, so there's always, especially now these days with all these different brands, there's going to be different stores and brands that will work for you. It's really all about taking the time to research, and it's okay if you don't have that time. That's why like I'm here to know what brands has the clothes that will work for your body type. You know that they have quality stuff. You know that their stuff is not going to be cut small. You don't want to question things once they get to your doorstep, like, okay, is this going to fit? But you want to have those go-to brands um to purchase your items. Also, with the sizing thing, don't limit yourself. Stop looking at the size on the tag. That is what I tell a lot of people, because you I could have, all right, so with me, I had a period of time, probably like a year after I had my son, I had a lot of weight fluctuation. I was mad because like my size sixes weren't fitting, and then my size eights wasn't fitting. And then I was pushing like a 10 and 12. And I was like worried, like, am I wasting clothes? I'm like, am I gonna have to throw this out? Because what if I slim down again and things like that? Um, and then I realized, what can I do? Like, so what? Just accept that for how it is. I realize that, I have a little thicker body now. And that if once I had the clothes that actually look good on me, I'm not going to wear something that's too tight. I'm not going to wear something that's oversized. And that's what I was starting to do as well. I was wearing a lot of oversized clothes and I started to hide myself. And it took to a point where my best friend, she was like, this isn't you. Or why are you wearing all this baggy stuff? Like, you like to dress sexy, you like to show off your legs, you like to do this, you like to do that. And I was like, damn, you're right. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, and then I had to shift my mindset so that I was acceptive of my new body. Um, and I had to figure out what was my new size now. I had to figure out like what stores I wanted to shop at now. Like my store around that time was probably like, it was New York and Company. That was like a go-to brand for me. Like, it's just really knowing about like your brands, knowing what you like, knowing who you are, knowing your style, um, and your confidence. Like, I don't care what size you are, you can pull off anything if you got the confidence.
That is so
And
true.
that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay,
Okay.
so like,
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. So you threw in there a little bit about this membership. So tell me a little about the membership, because I don't think I knew about that.
okay. So I have a virtual styling membership. I had put it out probably like a couple years ago, but it was an epic fail. But I've tweaked it, and I love how I have it now. So it's two different memberships. The first one is Stylette in your pocket. So you can text me, hit me up whenever you want. You get 8 text chats a month for the first one. Where you can ask me about literally anything. If you have a Zoom meeting that day, you're not sure what to wear, you can hit me up. You can show me options in your closet and I will help you put together an outfit. If you see something on Instagram or on Facebook that you're interested in, and you would like to find a similar item, I'm gonna search for that for you so you don't have to go through the trouble of doing that. Um, Also do like a monthly wardrobe maintenance call just to talk about honestly anything that you're struggling with, even if it's like when it comes to your confidence and how you're feeling when you put on your clothes. I want to talk about that with you. Let's figure out what's not working for you now so we can fix that, because you should not be feeling that way. um I just want to figure out like what is your pinpoints, like where are you at, um like seasonal maintenance as well. What I would do is basically we'll take an inventory of what you have in your closet for the season. If there are things that you personally are like, hey, I want to try this, that, and the third this season, okay, let's throw that onto the shopping list. So you have a set amount of things. And of course, you don't have to buy all of these at one time. That is the point of the shopping list. So you can gradually invest in these items. Do not feel like you need to go on a shopping spree all at once because it's unnecessary. Definitely take the time to build and develop your wardrobe. Um, and that's also a good tip to basically experiment, because once you start purchasing these new items, take your time, see how you feel in it, especially because a lot of us aren't going out right now. So like really put it on, walk around the house, get cute, put in that effort and see how you really feel in it. And if you feeling it, if you like it, then of course add more stuff like that to your closet. If not, then you can consign that stuff, you can sell it on Poshmark, and then you can use that to purchase the new item that you like. So that's how I kind of like rotate the stuff out of my closet, because I don't like it's like money hanging up there. So
Oh, that's
like,
true.
like, and I
That is
think
so
Carrie
true.
Bradshaw says that like I like to see my money like hanging in my closet. Like,
Ooh, I love that. So, okay, now you just put me on this whole other tangent. I'm gonna try to stick to like all the ideas that were popping in my head. But okay, so before I get to that, the money in your closet, because okay, before I get to that, let's talk about like staple pieces. No matter what style you subscribe to or that you really align with, what are some staple pieces that you think that um are good to have in your closet?
Okay, definitely a good pair of blue jeans that make your ass look amazing. I would say a button down top, neutral colored t-shirts, whether it's black, white, stripes, a blazer. Did I say a blazer? Yes, a blazer. I would definitely say a black pair of pumps. Every woman should have a black pair of pumps in her closet. You should have a white pair of sneakers. Sneakers are like my new favorite thing because you can literally throw it on with anything. Like ever since that whole street style wave, like when you can just throw on a sparkly dress and some sneakers and a coat and go. I love sneakers. So it's very versatile. You can dress it up, dress it down. As far as like accessories, definitely a handbag, a tote bag, a clutch. Um, and also I have I have a workbook called Styleology that helps you work everything that we're discussing right now, like how to find your style, how to even build your confidence, because my book, I always focus on building your confidence from the inside out. I don't believe that you can pull off like cute outfits and stuff if you really aren't feeling good inside. So I
Mhm.
have that inside work in my book. And I have a whole list of wardrobe essentials. Definitely like a skirt, just a regular skirt. It could be a mini skirt, a midi skirt. It's levels to this. Like it's different stuff that you should have in your closet. A nice pair of black trousers. Um, some sexy boots that make you feel good. Like, and honestly, you don't even have to limit yourself to color. Your neutral can be whatever your neutral you want it to be honest. It really just depends, going back to that whole color palette thing. Um, yeah, because I have to, me and black, we have to divorce. I have too
No, you don't
many,
have to
I have
divorce.
too
Y'all just
much.
have a little
We don't
separation.
have to complete exactly. And you know what? I see a lot of people now, they're like, oh, I want to stop wearing black. I want to wear a bunch of. I'm like, it's okay to still wear black. Like, let's not get that twisted. But definitely, like how you said about the pops of color, I like to do that too.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Low distraction.
You reminded me that because I've been looking for some sneakers. Like I have, I used to be like in high school, I used to have like all the Chucks in every color that was like the shoe. One, because I was in high school and that's what I could afford. And they would just, last pretty, a long time or whatever. But now I'm like, okay, I want a sneaker. And my husband and I, we went shopping. Like I just bought him some Air Max, Air Maxes. And I went in a store and I was like, oh, I kind of like these. And then I tried them on, and then because I've been wanting them for a while, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get them today. And then I tried them on, and I was like, oh, they didn't look as good as I thought they would, and I didn't really feel it. I didn't have that spark. So I'm like, dang, I gotta
I
find
felt
that.
that hurt and that pain before. Yes, it's a true disappointment.
It is, man, because I was like, okay, I don't even really like buy shoes like that. So I was like
Mhm.
ready to go, and I was excited to get them. And I tried one. I was like, I don't like how these look on my feet. So I'm on the hunt again for another pair of white sneakers. So if you have any
Were they low or
suggestions,
high?
low, I don't know, maybe
Okay,
high, I don't know, maybe
like
maybe I do need a high.
midway. I was about to say maybe you need a high top. I can see you in a high top sneaker.
I could too, because I typically wear my docs like all day with everything, jeans,
Hmm.
shorts. I'm always wearing boots. So
I'm
I
a
feel like,
combat boot girl, yes, for I don't know, since like high school. And I honestly thought I would grow out of that. Never, and it's never going to happen. I love combat boots. I'm like the opposite side of me is very um how do I put this? I guess you could say like very Jenny Humphrey from Gossip Girl, so grunge,
Mm,
type glam situation. So
okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna keep hope alive and keep trying stuff on. But I
I
think
got you. I definitely will send you some options. So
okay, cool. But I think now that you mention it, I think maybe it's because I've been going low and I need to go high or mid because that's what I'm used to seeing myself in.
mm-hmm. There we
Okay.
go.
All right. Yeah, Toots, I'm rough. I'm way rough for white sneakers too, but like I said, I don't really go anywhere anymore that much. So just being mindful of like where I go when I wear them. But also I do want me a pair of white docs too. So and those are easier to keep
Mm,
clean. So
yeah. Yeah.
um okay, I'm gonna go look back in these comments because I know y'all have been cutting
I
up
see
again.
it's a lot because first of all, I can't even see it. I'm trying to look on my little tablet, but the comments ain't coming up for me.
Okay.
I'll catch it
Um
afterwards.
Yes, Katie said she's obsessed with Adidas for sneakers. She has a comfy tie-dye pair she throws on automatically and feels hella cute.
Mm,
Marissa says that's how she feels about Jordans. I like them on other people. That's another thing. It's like those shoes, I like them on other people, but when I put them on, I don't know. I just don't have that like that connection.
for me, I feel like when I put on Jordans, my feet look huge, like really
Yeah.
bulky. So, but my boyfriend, he's like a sneaker. His name is Jordan, and he loves Jordan. So that's that. So I've definitely tried on his shoes, and then I'd be like, oh no, I
Mm.
can't wait to.
Shamika says, what about dressing with confidence for different body types? What do we need to keep in mind when choosing items? And I know you kind of touched on that a little bit about like not limiting yourself, but is there anything else that you would recommend when it comes to dressing with confidence when you have a different body type? So like, let's just say, even if if you don't have a lot of curves, I know we talked about this in our welcome party. Someone had mentioned that when they lost weight, they lost some of their curves. And that was something that they really appreciated about their body. Or, women who may, with the more general selection of options, may not find things that are just going to immediately suit their taste. Like, what would you suggest
Mhm.
for them?
Create an illusion. I've had I've had all right, one of my friends, she was my client as well. She's very petite. She has a very small frame. She has 3 kids, but somebody will call her like a 12-year-old going out, like, and we joke about this all the time. But she wanted to, she wants curves. She wants to have that, look of curves and stuff like that. And so what I did was I told her, look that up, like go on Pinterest and look that up. Look up women with your body type and take note of the different types of garments and items that they are wearing that accentuate certain parts of their body. For example, I told her to wear like wrap tops or whatever. So, and then wear maybe a flare type pant. So it gives her the illusion that she's a little bit curvier on the bottom, especially with the cinched waist and then the longer and flared out leg. It also gives her some length as well. So it's definitely about illusions, especially even if you're a curvier person. um like say pay attention to where like the waistline falls as well, or if it has like a band or something. Like if you're wearing a sweater dress and it's pretty loose, make sure that you're belting it so we can see your waist. We want to make sure that you're accentuating your assets. You don't want to focus on who wants to focus on their flaws? Nobody wants to focus on their flaws. So that's why my main tip is to focus on your assets and to be more confident in those things as well, and find your assets if you don't know what they are. Ask your husband, ask your boyfriend, ask your friends, what do you like most on me? Like, and then you start to flaunt those things. Ask yourself, we just did this post, what do you love about yourself? Accentuate those things.
Yes, and I see Marissa in here talking about she she has big shoulders, which I've seen her shoulders,
Yes,
and
this is me.
her shoulders are nice, and tone and muscular and beautiful, and you work this hard to make these shoulders this strong, and you talking mess about your shoulders, Marissa, and I'm not going to have it on this live right now. So anyway, wear your off the shoulder top if you want to wear that. So
Yes.
I told her this too. Like when I was in high school, I had um my basketball coach.
Mhm.
He used to call me noodle arms because my arms, I guess, were like small or noodly or whatever. Um, and then so I what like, even though like I didn't really care, especially when I was like playing basketball, like it was like whatever, like they don't make long sleeve basketball jerseys, so I'm not gonna like trip over like
Right.
I'm not gonna trip over that. But like there would be times where I was like a little bit self-conscious, or I would like hear it in my head when I was wearing something out
You
about my arm.
internalized it just a little bit, even though
Yeah,
you did not mean to, but you internalized it just a little bit. Yeah,
exactly.
we all have. Yes, I understand.
So we definitely have to, even in asking other people, just make sure that your opinion is what you place like the most like weight and value on. Like if you like it, I
Right,
love it.
right,
Right.
right.
So
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I wanted to definitely emphasize that. Make sure you know what your assets are before you ask anybody else as well. And if you, again, experiment, because you'll see like what starts to look good on you. You'll notice, oh, okay, I got okay thighs, okay, okay, shoulder, like you will literally see little things like that, and you'll be like, okay, this isn't so bad.
yeah. Um So I saw a question from Abby. She says, as a Black woman, how can I tell if I'm gold toned or silver toned? The vein test doesn't really work on me. And I don't even know what that is. So if you do, could you explain what
That
that
was
is?
definitely what I was about to say,
Oh, okay.
because that was literally like I have all right. So what I've learned is like if your skin seems a little bit transparent, you're more like on the cooler side, versus having a warmer tone. Because I had a friend, because I wanted to just like test this theory, but I have a friend. We were looking at us, we're like the same complexion, but we're not. She has a cooler undertone, like blue undertone, like you can. She's. I don't want to say transparent. It sounds weird, like she's an alien, like you can see through her skin, like. But
I
her
know what you
skin was
mean.
literally more transparent, like you can kind of see the veins, and I think that's why they say do the vein test or whatever, because it's just. I don't go really by that. I do like literally like color theory, if that makes sense. So, the vein test, girl, don't worry about that. Like literally, like she can message me. It's a lot to explain as far as like color theory. That would be like a whole damn class. Like,
Okay. All right. Well, Abby, she just gave you the invitation to send her a message
yes,
about that.
please message me. Go ahead and message me.
Okay. Shamika says, what about wrangling the girls in strapless or off the shoulder tops? Because strapless bras do not cut it. So definitely for women
Tape,
who have larger breasts. You said tape.
tape. You can
What kind of
tape it,
tape do you
and
recommend?
there's actually boob tape, but if you need something stronger, because a lot of us do, definitely, if you can get the widest width of tape, I get double-sided tape, so it sticks on your skin, and then it also sticks on your clothes as well, so it does not shift around, especially if you're like wearing a plunge neckline. Definitely get the double-sided tape so it does not move around. What you can also do is, as far as keeping, if you're wearing a bra, like you have like a plunge neckline or your straps are falling, you can tie it a certain way. Like maybe I should do some styling hack videos for
Yes,
y'all. Like,
please help.
matter of fact, that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take notes, and then I got y'all. Okay.
A All right.
Because I don't have no takeover. I don't have too much up here, so but
Yeah.
my friends do, so I always help them out. So yeah, I kind of know the struggle, y'all. So
Okay. She says she can't do tape due to sensitivity adhesive. So maybe that's also another like other alternatives you can suggest that would help.
has she tried the strapless backless bra? It's kind of like a jelly type
Oh, I know what you're saying.
cup feel, and they're kind of sticky. They're sticky, but sometimes when you start sweating and stuff, it starts to um slip off a little bit. So that's why I think these girls are using those and but then again, these don't work for the big ones too, but they use the ones that kind of like clip in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you could try that. There are definitely different types of bras too. You will find bras now made for the plunge neckline. And if you can find it in your size, if not, then let me know because I definitely have some lingerie plugs, and maybe you guys can get it shipped over there because I know, you know. So, um, but that's a hard one. So I understand.
Yeah. No, I definitely get it. I mean, that's why a lot of the advice I know that you offer, it has to be like super specific, super like one-on-one and customized, like because nobody's body is the same, and what may work for one person may not work for another person, or your proportions might be different, or you have a sensitivity or just other things. So there's definitely shows you the value and the importance of having a wardrobe stylist like Tori so that they can help you um
And
give you a
unfortunately, I don't think people know that we're accessible as
yeah.
well.
I think that's a good point because like even when I reached out to you, I felt like I was like, man, like I feel like only someone who, has like a huge budget could hire someone like you, or like some, if I needed like so many pieces in my closet or
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
I'm sure
people,
there's some
yeah.
misconceptions of like what you do and who could use your services.
Oh yeah, definitely. I work with like everyday women. I'm not like a celebrity stylist, although I hope to be one day. I'm not a celebrity stylist right now. I want to help everyday women. I want to help like the stay-at-home mom. I want to help the working girl on the go. Like people think that we cost like thousands of dollars. That's not the case. There are definitely different options out there, and let me tell you how many stylists are really coming out now. Like I probably say within the past 2 years there's been a lot of stylists entering the industry. Um, so definitely don't think that we're not for you. We're here for you. I'm here for you, at least me.
Yes.
So
So just to give y'all a little bit about like Tori, I want to show y'all what she did. If you don't mind me sharing
oh,
this, Tori,
okay.
because this blew my mind. Like I'm still like, this was so beautiful. Even just the
Oh, thank
fact
you.
of like how it was presented, I was just
Oh, girl, I'm so detail
amazed.
oriented. It's ridiculous. It's that Virgo in me.
Oh, here y'all go. It's like, I'm just playing. I love Virgos and Virgos love me. So, all right. So I hired Tori to source some pieces for a shoot that has yet to happen yet, but it is coming and it is going to be
I
beautiful.
can't wait.
And she created this virtual fitting room, which I had no idea what the heck a virtual fitting room was even. And so she sent this to me. And I'm gonna just show y'all. Okay. So first of all, look at this, y'all. Look at this. So the first thing I told her I wanted to do a shoot with several different colors, and this was the first color. This is what she presented, and how she gave me different options, as you can see, of like what we can use. and just the whole aesthetics, like it's just pretty to look at. But she also took into account like the different pieces that I was interested in, and seeing, giving me like a really versatile, well-rounded selection of options. So yeah. So tell us a little, I'm gonna keep clicking through, but tell us a little bit about how you even like come up with this. Like, what's the process? I don't know. Like, help us
All
out,
right.
Tori.
So basically, based off of whatever we talk about in our consultation, whatever, if it's a photo shoot, if it's just me styling for one outfit, if you're going out or whatever, um, I kind of basically already have the looks and vision in my head. It's just me going to find the pieces. And then once I find all the pieces, what I do is I'm styling it right then and there for the virtual fitting room. So I'm putting this together. I'm like, okay, well, this piece can go with all three of these looks. Okay, this piece can go with this and this. I'm trying to make it so um, it's as versatile as possible. And with most of these looks, they're definitely like good for mixing and matching as well. So, and I think I told you that too in the email. If you want to swap out one piece for another, let me know for one of the looks. If you're thinking about something else for one of the looks, let me know and I'll find something else for that. um I don't know, I guess it just comes when I do it.
Well, girl, you
To
have a
be
gift.
honest.
You
Thank
have a
you.
true gift. They're cutting up in these comments too. They're talking about the aesthetics and the different options, which, like I said, it's definitely something that was super helpful in it was just
And I think,
it saved me time because I didn't
yeah.
have to go out and look for all these things. But
Hmm.
also like the stress of like trying to find the stuff, like I didn't have to worry about that. And it
Especially for
was,
the sizing, because I
yeah,
also had to pay attention
that's
to the different
true.
models as well. And I was looking at them, and some of the pictures were like small, but I can look at them and be like, okay, this will look good with her body type. This will look good for her body type. So I guess you could say like I'm a visual person, so that's how I'm able
Definitely.
to do all that. So yeah.
Yes. And so what service was that you did for me with
That
this?
was virtual photo shoot styling.
Okay.
So if you guys do need some assistance looking for things for your boudoir shoots, let me know. You need
Yes.
to accessorize some robes and stuff, some accessories, some
And
feathers, a little.
even if you're doing other types of shoots or whatever,
Yeah.
like please hit her up. Again, she's not local to me. We gave her sizing, I gave her, colors and things that I was looking for, and gave her like the vibe that I was really wanting to get from the shoot. And this is what she came up with. This was like after one phone
And
call.
I will not take up a bunch of your time. Literally just tell me what you want and I'm gonna make it happen, and you will see it show up in your inbox. And you're
Yes.
gonna be like, okay, that's it. This like, yeah, that's it. And then
Yes.
also with the photo shoot styling, what I also do is, but because you had the models and everything, I told you we could have did this as well. Like we could have had a virtual fitting as well to make sure the things fit, to make sure everything works out perfectly. um yeah, it would have been just like if I'm there, I'm giving you the same critique. I'm like, okay, yeah, this works for you. That thing you got in your closet, yep, that can go with that as well when you're finished with the shoot. So you're not just wanting and none in it. And that's another thing too. When I'm shopping for like your photo shoots and your like special events and stuff, my main goal is to help you find things that is going to work for you another time. I hate
Hmm.
when people buy stuff, because my mom used to do this and it used to irritate me. Just buy stuff to just wear it once and then put it back in your closet. It's a waste. So,
Hmm.
all about versatility and function.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I have really appreciated this conversation. Tori, you are so gifted, you're so talented.
Thank
And
you.
I know that like you are only just beginning.
Thank you.
In what you're doing. But I really appreciate you, all that you've done for me and my brand, but
Of
also just your
course.
heart. Because I remember I don't remember what conversation or post that we had in the group.
Girl, it was like right before or right after Christmas, and y'all were breaking my heart with these posts. And I was like, oh no, like like honestly, y'all, like I'm not even putting on the front of nothing. That type of stuff really makes me cry because I've been at a point in my life where I was bullied. I felt like I was disgusting, I was ugly. And that's really why I do what I do now, because no other woman or even little girls or teenage girls deserves that. And I'm planning on adding like teen styling to my roster eventually because they need like help with the self-esteem the most, like honestly. So, you know, that's why I do what I do. I don't want y'all feeling that way. So don't be afraid to hit me up, please. I want you to feel good every day. I want you to feel like a baddie, I want
Yes.
you to have that confidence.
Yes,
Definitely.
and thank you, because that's another reason why I wanted you to join us for this challenge, is because like I know you have like you have a true heart and passion for helping women feel good and confident, not only in the skin they're in, but in the clothes that they wear, and just how when you step into those clothes, like you mentioned earlier, it's all about the confidence. And so, whether you're getting ready for a shoot, whether you're just getting ready for your day, whether you're just like being in the house, like please, please, please know that, your wardrobe can be part of it. We've talked about different things that you can do this week, taking care of yourself, talking positively with yourself, creating a playlist to help you lift your mood. Your clothes and your wardrobe is a part of that arsenal that we talked about.
Play, dress up, y'all.
Yes,
I'm telling
play.
you,
We were
if you're
talking about
not
having fun
doing
this week. Play.
play in your clothes, if you're not doing nothing, like and like all the stuff that's been going on this week of 2021 like this. But anyway, with all the stuff going on this week, like I just like to just like go play in my closet and take some selfies. That's what I like to do. Blast me, put on your playlist, go play in your closet and take a few selfies. I feel like that's a good homework assignment. Put together an outfit that is a testimony to who you are in your personal style. I want to see an outfit that is like the best representation of who
Full
you are.
body.
Full body. I want to see
Yes.
all that body, yaddy, yaddy. Please
Body, yaddy, yaddy.
don't hold back. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the homework, y'all. Y'all heard it from Tori. Like your homework is to put together an outfit that you love, that you feel confident in, that, you feel that accentuates the best parts of you. One of the things that if you ever book a session with me, one of the main questions that I'll ask you is, what's your favorite part of your body? And I need to know that, one, because of course, like I'm going to be photographing you and I want to make sure that we document that part, or we have a focus on that part of your body that you love and that you appreciate, and that, that it's just going to, when making you look and feel good, like seeing that is going to make you happy, but also so that, not only for the shoot, but when you go out and you wear other things, like your everyday wear, like it's good to know that so that you can flaunt that and flex that. So, full body photo. And again, we can tweak it. If you want to do a video, like I'm not going to stop you. These videos have really been giving me life.
I gotta play catch up though, because when I have to share my playlist. I just finished my playlist today, and then I have to put a video up of me listening to the playlist and then to play it. So
Yes,
I might flood y'all tomorrow.
Okay. So go ahead, y'all. I guess maybe tomorrow's a good day to do it. It's a Friday. Like, let's have like a feel good Friday. And if you didn't catch the news on the welcome party night, tomorrow for our send-off party, we're gonna do a lingerie and chill. So maybe you want to do this before you get in your lingerie. But on the Zoom call tomorrow night, it's lingerie and chill. Make sure you come in your lingerie. It's only going to be for those who are in the challenge. So, I'm going to be checking people at the door to make sure they're supposed to be here. But we're going to have a really good time tomorrow. And again, make sure that you post your homework tonight is going to post a photo or a video, full body of your outfit that you put together. So I'm excited to see them. Thank you again, Tori, for everything.
Of course. Thank
Thank y'all
you. I
so
love
much.
talking with you.
Yes, thank y'all for those of you who have been here every single night on the live videos. I appreciate y'all coming, showing up and showing out and commenting. I'm excited to see what we come up with. So y'all have a good one, and I will see y'all in the group for the last day of the challenge. I'm kind of sad that it's
Yeah.
over
I know
tomorrow.
it went by so fast. Like, my God. Like, why is it Thursday, almost Friday? I don't understand.
All right. Good night, y'all.
All right, y'all. Good night.